Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 6 of Canadian Gig Delivery, and I'm your driver Jamie. So this week you're going to be taking a look at my overnight delivery shift. But before we get to that, I had a question asked to me by one of the women that work at my local Dash Mart. So this is a shout out to Jade. She asked me how much information drivers actually get about their customers. And this is a fairly good question, and I think it's one worth answering. So we're going to take a look at both Uber Eats and DoorDash so you can see what information the drivers actually get. Okay, so we're going to start with DoorDash. So the first screen I see is the offer screen. So as you can see in this example, it's telling me that the order is from Tahini's. It is one item. It's 3.6 kilometers total drive, and I'll be paid $5.75 for this delivery. So on this screen, I get no information about the customer whatsoever. Just where I'm going. You can see on the GPS maps kind of the area where you're going to go, but no specific address, and how much you're going to be paid. Okay. So once you hit the accept button there at the bottom, we come up to the next screen. So again, this is telling me where I'm picking up the order. It gives me the address of the restaurant as 551 Richmond Street, and the button below that, directions, is to activate the GPS. Again, seeing that it's one item. And here at this point, I'm given the name of the customer, first name and last initial, and there are buttons for calling or texting the customer. Now, in either case, if you need to contact the customer, we don't get their actual phone numbers. For the text, it will either text through the app itself, so more like a messenger system, or if it is an actual text or a phone call, it goes through a router system. So basically, I'm either texting or calling DoorDash, and then DoorDash redirects the call to the customer or redirects the text to the customer. So I never actually get the customer's phone number. Once you arrive at the restaurant, you would obviously click on the bottom there where it says arrive at store. Okay, so this is the next screen that comes up. Again, customer's name with the contact buttons. Now it gives me more specific about what I'm picking up. Before we just knew it was one item. Now I actually know what the item is. And again, the name of the restaurant with a call button. I don't know why you would need to call the restaurant once you're already there, but there's a button for it. And then down at the bottom, there's the buttons. If you're waiting for your order, like you get there and it's not ready, you can click on that, and there's a drop-down menu to select why you're waiting. So once you get the food from the restaurant, you would click on confirm pickup. And then again, so we have the customer's name. We have any special delivery instructions. This is the point where you finally actually get the customer's address. Up until this point, you only had a vague general idea if you looked on your GPS to see where you were going. Now we have a full address, and again, a directions button to activate the GPS. And then we have the delivery instructions. So in this case, it was a hand-to-me order. Once you get there, you deliver your order, you can click complete on delivery, and it's done. All right, so there, in that case, I get the customer's first name and a last initial. I get their address, but only on the fourth step of picking up an order. Once I've actually picked up the order and I'm ready to leave the restaurant. At no time am I given the customer's phone number. At no time am I given their last name. So pretty secure in that not being able to get too much personal information. Okay, so now if we look at the Uber Eats one, there's less screens to the Uber Eats one. There's actually only 2 screens. So again, on the first screen, we have the GPS in the background showing where you're picking it up and a general idea of where you're going. We're seeing how much we're going to get paid for the delivery, approximate time and distance. So in this case, 14 minutes, 2.3 kilometers. The restaurant where we're picking it up from, in this case, it was a Wendy's. And then a cross street near where the delivery is going to be. Okay, so once you get to the restaurant, you do have a pickup orders screen. I actually didn't screenshot that one because there's actually no other information. It's basically the exact same information that you have on the offer screen with a confirm pickup button. It's really the only difference. So then once you confirm your order, you get the third screen. This is the one, again, where I get the customer's first name and last initial. We have the same 2 contact buttons that we had on DoorDash, so there's a phone and a text. But again, these do not connect me directly to the customer. In this case, they're routed through Uber Eats. So if I have to text them, I hit the text button, I type in what I want to text. That gets texted to Uber Eats. Uber Eats then texts it to the customer, and the reply comes back the same way. So I don't actually get their phone number. So again, we have the order number, the restaurant we've picked it up from, and in this case, this order was a leave at door, which you can see there under the customer's name. So I have my take photo button to drop off the order, take the photo to confirm it was there. So again, only a first name, no last name. We do get an address. Obviously, we need to be able to deliver it, but no direct contact information, no phone number, anything like that. So I hope that answers your question, Jade. If not, you can reach out to me and I can go into further detail. But now we're going to get into the episode. So you're going to see what I did for 8 hours from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. And I was actually pretty surprised. So let's get to it. All right, gang, this is the big night. It's 10 to 11. Just getting ready to get started. Gonna head downtown. I think that's probably the best place to start. And we'll see how it goes. All right, so we've made it downtown. We've gotten a lot of offers, but none of them have been any good. We do have a $1.50 surge downtown right now, and I'm pretty sure the peak has started on DoorDash. Maybe not. Yeah, that's another bad one. Alright, well, what do we got? Nope, absolutely not. Wow, these just suck. Alright, well, hopefully we get some good orders soon, because I don't want to sit out here all night and not make any money. Hey guys, so here's where we're at. It's just after 1 a.m. We've completed 6 deliveries, so that's good. Waiting for the tips to come in on the Uber to actually kind of see where we are financially. There's been a lot of offers, but not a lot of good orders. I don't know if that's typical. We'll see how the rest of the night goes. So here's something I didn't expect. I assumed that I'd be going through a lot of drive-thrus. Figured I'd be picking up a lot of fast food orders from, McDonald's, Tim Hortons, things like that. I haven't had any of those. I've gone to a Wendy's, but their dining room was still, their dining room wasn't open, but they have walk-up service. So I haven't had to go through a single drive-thru tonight. I expect maybe as we get closer to like 4 or 5 a.m., maybe. But it's been a pleasant surprise because I was actually worried about that, and yeah, not a single one yet. So let's hope it stays that way. Well, I knew it would happen. My first order where I had to go through the drive-thru to pick it up. But luckily, there was no cars in front of me. Looks like they're just finishing up the order, so hopefully this shouldn't take too long. I was really worried about this, but it doesn't seem to be an issue so far. Okay, so it is 4:45. and we're starting to have some issues. The first issue was a long wait at a McDonald's. McDonald's does not allow drivers to pick up orders through their drive-thrus no matter what time. So at this particular McDonald's, you have to stand outside because the dining room is also closed. You have to stand outside and wait for them to bring you the order. They have a buzzer system that they didn't answer, so I had to wave someone down through the window. And it still took about 10 minutes for them to bring me the order. So that was issue number one. Issue number two, also at a McDonald's, a different one. But the issue this time was the customer had ordered some nuggets and a fillet of fish. But McDonald's switches to breakfast at 3:30. So they were unable to make those items. So I had to call Uber Eats and get them to cancel that order. Pro tip to other drivers, don't just hit the cancel button on your order screen. Two reasons. One, you don't get paid if you do that. Second, they're just going to send another driver. You need to contact support and have them cancel the order. That way you'll at least get paid a cancellation fee and the order will actually be canceled, not just reassigned to another driver. So, keep going here. We've got a little over 2 hours to go. Starting to feel a little tired, but I'll be okay. My biggest problem right now is I'm probably going to need to find a bathroom soon. And seeing as all the restaurants are closed, I'm not really sure. Maybe I can find a Tim Hortons that's open. So it's been a really interesting night. I didn't expect it to go as smoothly as it has. I didn't expect it to be as busy as it's been. Started out really rough, but after about 30 minutes or so, about 11:30, really started to get some good orders. And I mean, it's 6:39 now. I just got one more order. I'm going to take that and then call it a day. The only metric I'm not sure if we're going to be good on is the dollar per kilometer. Seemed like I did a lot of driving. The pay was good, but there was a lot of long runs. So we'll have to figure that out. But the number of runs was good. The dollars are good. So we'll have to do the math and see. But I think this was pretty comparable to what I normally work. Would I want to do it all the time? No. I'm too old to be up at 3 in the morning. But it was fun. So I'm going to go grab this last delivery and call it a day. Hey guys, so this is the wrap up for the overnight shift, starting at 11 p.m. on Monday and ending at 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. And I mean, it was busier than I thought it was going to be completely honest. I thought I would have lots of gaps in between deliveries, but there really wasn't. I mean, it was a slow start because I just kept getting bad offers. It wasn't that I wasn't getting any, they just weren't good. But once the ball started rolling, it kept rolling. We did, I mean, a very respectable $23.73 an hour. And we completed 26 deliveries. So more than our goal of 24 in 8 hours. The one thing that did not go well, and I suspected this, only made 91 cents per kilometer. Now, I know why that happened. At that time, really the only busy area is the downtown area. So I would get deliveries, sometimes 2 or once I think I even got 3 at a time, going out of the downtown area and into the outer neighborhoods, White Oaks, Masonville, areas like that. But when you got out there, there was nothing to get there to bring me back downtown. There was no bounce back deliveries. So I would drive, the 7 or 8 kilometers out to the neighborhood and get nothing to come back. So I'm doubling the kilometers to drive back to downtown where the orders are. And that continued all through the night. So that is maybe the one downfall to driving at night. There were some great things about it, though. Like, restaurants had the orders ready almost all the time, except for the McDonald's ones I talked about. No traffic. I've drove down Oxford Street at 4 a.m. and there wasn't another car in sight. So that was nice. Would I do it again? Probably not. It doesn't fit with my schedule. It doesn't fit with my lifestyle. And if that changed, maybe, but I don't think that's really an option. But it was interesting and it was fun. So obviously I'm still going to be working the rest of the week. If anything happens that's interesting, I'll film it and let you guys see it. But I do kind of want this to be a standalone episode. So we'll see how it goes. You might see me again, and you might have to wait until next week. I don't know. Hey gang, so it is Friday. It's just after 1 o'clock. And I said that if anything else this week interesting happened, I would let you know. So on Wednesday and Thursday, they had the same quest on Uber Eats that they've had for the last month or so, the $60 one. But they didn't have anything for this weekend, which I thought was really unfortunate. But today they have added a couple of quests that aren't quite as good, but I thought I'd show them to you anyway. So this first one, this is for tonight, Friday, and tomorrow night, Saturday. And as you can see, if you add it up, it's only $50 this time, and you have to actually complete one more trip. You have to do 16 trips to get the full bonus. And then this second one, this is the one for Sunday. It does start at 11 a.m., so this fits a little better into what I normally work. And again, it is for $60, like the other ones were. But to get this, you have to complete 20 trips. So, I mean, bonus money is bonus money. And I'm definitely going to do my best to get all of that bonus. But they are making it a little bit harder. So, we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, so that's a wrap on episode 6. I hope you enjoyed the overnight shift. Like I said, I kind of had fun doing it. It was interesting and it was nice to have no traffic. I hope you found the information in the opening helpful. I know some people are nervous about what information they give out. I completely understand that. I hope it assuages some fears for people. If you enjoyed this ride along, I hope that you would like, share, and subscribe. That would be fantastic. Until next week, keep your kilometers low and your dollars high.